Alright guys, welcome back to my review of Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Now, I've done this, and if you've seen any of my other ones, this is just another repeat, basically. Alright. Now, this is just opinion-wise. I give 3 pros, 3 cons, and then I put my final verdict of the game. And this is just my opinion, so please don't be mad or upset what I choose. Just be happy what I got. Alright, so first we're gonna come up with pros. Alright, the first pro is puzzles. And a lot of you know that I love puzzles in video games, and this is one of them. Puzzles in this game make a game interesting. You gotta use your brain. It's just not something you just run in, kill everything, and then run out. It's something you have to run in, kill, and wait, oh, I gotta think. That's great. Yep, That's good. I love puzzles. That's a really good aspect of the game. It helps you think and everything. So I love that. Now, the second pro, first person aim. In 2 battles in this game, you get this aspect where you can actually use first person shooting in the game. Since this is a third person fixed camera view, this game brings in 2 aspects. Now, it's not a big changer, but it's nothing like, wow, this is something new, because it's only 2 battles. Only 2. You get it during the father fight when you're with Claire, and the final fight when you're with Chris. They're just 2 different battles. And that's it. You never use it again. Ever. Like, you get a sniper rifle, that's what you use for the father fight. And, excuse me. You don't get bullets for the gun. So you never get to use that sniper rifle ever again. Which kind of sucks, in my opinion. But, you know, oh well. It's nothing big, no problem. Alright. The last pro. Long RE game. It's one of the longest from the originals to this one. Unless you've played, like, number 2. If you played one story and then played this, one part of the game, you play the other part, and you combine them, yes, it's longer. But if you just play one part only, it's not as long. This one is long. This is 60 parts in my gameplay, and this is playing through the game. That's without, well, I did a couple of parts where I died and I had to restart it, and you guys didn't see that part. But, that's just one couple parts. That's maybe like another 5-10, another part. So, we'll just estimate 60 parts. 10 minutes of video. 10 minutes times 60 is 600 minutes. That's 10 hours. That's a 10-hour video game. More than 10 hours if you do other. That's pretty good. Since a lot of games these days are coming down to shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. So, 10 hours? Really? That's awesome. So, this game came up with 10 hours in a video game, which is really something I like about this game. So, anyway, now the bad parts. Cons. The first con is Steve. Now, a lot of people are like, why is this a con? I'm going to say this only once. This is my con. My personal opinion. It's not a big issue. It doesn't break down the aspect of the game. I'm not saying that he's a big issue to the point where it drops it down at all. No. I found Steve annoying. He was a crybaby bitch. Granted, it shows the story of how he was betrayed. He can't trust anybody, and he lives thinking, oh, you know, he trusts nobody, which, whatever. But it does nothing for me. I hate this story. I hate him. Well, not the story, but you know what I mean. I hate him. He's annoying. He's a pain in the ass. He's whiny. He's just a worst character I've ever had. I've never liked him from the beginning of the series, the game. Even when I first played it, I didn't like him. Now, the second con. Nothing different. And you're like, nothing different? What's this supposed to mean? Alright. This part's going to make the video a little longer, but I'm going to put this clear. Every game in this series of Resident Evil has something to bring to the table. This one has really nothing. Other than the first person aiming, but it's only 2 parts in the game. It's not the whole game. It's not like you can get a certain gun and you can do it throughout the whole game if you use that gun only. No, only 2 guns in the game. And that's it. This one doesn't. I'll give you examples. 1 is the start of this whole series. So it's boom. That doesn't really need anything. 2 brings in a 2-disc game. 1 for Leon, 1 for Claire. You can play one of them, which Leon is usually supposed to be the first one, but you can play Claire first, and it'll change everything for the second one. Because once you save the end of that one, you play the second disc, everything you did there counteracts that one. So it makes it a little more like, wow. What you do in the first one does different for the second one. So that's why it's like that. 3 brings the scenario choices. Something happens and you get 2 choices, and depending on what you choose will change the outcome of the game. The first one, like, there's a part in the parking lot that I can remember. It's the parking lot. You start walking, and the ground crumbles, and you fall, and you're holding it. And Jill's sitting there. You got 2 choices: either drop down and dodge for it to move, or you climb up and move out of the way fast. Depending on what you do, what happens next. That's what I like. 4 comes out. This one has the biggest dramatic change compared to any game. It gives you the third-person view. There's no more zombies, upgradable weapons, and the inventory is changed to a box which you can control and put where you want in any area you want, instead of just one little boxes. That's awesome. 5 comes out. It brings the team play in. So now the team's in it. It's not 1 but 2, and you play with it together. So this one brings the multiplayer together. Then after that, it also has the quick time inventory. So now when you press the inventory, it doesn't pause the game. You have to work with the inventory while you're in mid-battle. And then 6 comes out. It brings multiple players. There's 7 different playable characters in this game that allows you to play through different scenarios, which their own story. They bring back the zombies, and they bring the skill abilities. So you, instead of upgrading guns, you get skill points, which you can buy skills, which increase like ammo drop, power against certain monsters, stuff like that. But this game brings nothing to the table for the series, which sadly brings the game down a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. The game's still fun. It's just they could have brought something new. And now, the final con of this game. Get rid of some things. Now the third one. It has dodging abilities. It has strafing. It has different little things that you could do, but you can't do in this one. Why? Why the frig would you change something that could be a big aspect to the game? I don't know about you, but I would like to dodge. I like to do a lot of things that you can't do in that one. So, you know, it's only a minor thing. It's not something I would say that's a horrible thing, get rid of it, you drop down to a freaking 2. No. It's just something I wish they kept. So, now that I've got all my opinions out, and this one was the hardest one to come up with pros and cons because this game has really nothing dramatically hard to come up with cons, and there's nothing really dramatically to bring up the pros. But, so, then now I'm done. The final verdict of this game. This game is awesome. This game is fun. If you're a Resident Evil fan, definitely buy this game and play it. But if you haven't played it, definitely. So I give this game a 4 out of a 5. And now I was tossed. I was going to get a 4.5. But get rid of things kind of drops it a little bit. So 4 out of a 5 is what I'm coming up for this game. And I really hope that none of you are like, you suck. So, anyway, 4 out of 5. Thank you for the views. And I will be coming up with my new videos next week. Until then, see you guys.